Hello, welcome to Breaking Bread. My name is Toyin Taiwo. If this is your first time on this channel, I want to say you are highly welcome. And if you're a returning viewer or subscriber, hey, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Today I'm going to be talking about the book of James. Just a quick synopsis. The book of James is the 20th of 27 books in the New Testament. It was written by James, who is traditionally known as the brother of Jesus. He was not one of the disciples, but he had risen to become one of the leaders of the church at Jerusalem. And he wrote these letters to persecuted Jews who were, scattered all over the world, to give them practical advice on how to handle themselves in the situation that they found themselves. Which leads me to the first point about the book of James, that it is not a book that intends to lay foundational doctrine of the Christian faith. Rather, its intent is to offer practical advice to believers in different circumstances. So in the first chapter, it starts talking about how they should consider their trials pure joy, because it has the potential to refine their faith and increase their steadfastness in walking with God. In the later part of that chapter, he begins to emphasize how that we must not just hear the word of God, but also be doers. So you will see throughout these books that James is very heavy on doing, not just believing, but also acting out, which is the point he makes in the second chapter, how that faith and deeds must work, together. He also talks about how favoritism is not consistent with our faith. In the third chapter, he talks about how we should use our tongue and how, the tongue is capable of creating destruction or also creating life as well. And in the second part of that third chapter, he emphasizes how, certain things that people consider wisdom is inconsistent with the Christian faith. Heavenly wisdom is not manipulative. Wisdom that comes from above is gentle, is kind, is pure. Again, this is about making sure the life we live out to others is consistent with what we believe. In the fourth chapter, he emphasizes submission to God, submitting our desires. He talks about how the contentions that arise amongst us and between us actually come from our, human desires that have not been submitted to God. So he says, submit yourself to God and the devil will flee from you. In the second part of that chapter 4, he talks about how boasting is inconsistent with our faith, which means that we don't know tomorrow. We can't just, plan without being mindful of God's help or support in what we are doing. In chapter 5, he addresses rich people, especially those who were oppressing others with their wealth, and reminds them that these are not the important things in God's kingdom. He also talks again about patience in suffering, how people who are in difficult circumstances need to exercise patience and trust that God will bring out the best outcome from that situation. He then wraps up by giving a series of admonition about what to do in different situations. If you are happy, sing praises to God. If you are, sick, call the church together to pray for you. If you are in difficult situation, pray. Again, different advice for different circumstances, and James has something for everybody. This is one of those books of the Bible that you can read in one sitting, and I want to actually encourage you to do that in the next few days. Take some time, read the book of James from start to finish in one sitting. It is very doable, it doesn't take too much time, and you will be blessed. And I hope that this, video has been very encouraging and enlightening for you. If it has, please share with your friends and encourage them also to subscribe to this channel. Thank you very much for watching. Until I come your way again next time, you stay blessed.